Well, hello there, my fellow coaches. How do you get out of a state of overwhelm as soon as you recognize that you might be in a state of overwhelm? There's a gazillion strategies, and sometimes you hear information that's contradictory towards each other, and things change because time moves forward and things are always changing. And overwhelm stress will kill you. It's not just, it's stress to your health, mentally, emotionally, and physiologically, and your blood panels and this and that, but also your business. It'll kill your business too. So this is very important, and it comes up from time to time, especially with maybe a newer person, and not always new people. Some people just have a habit of stress, and it's hard to break away from it because a lot of people just default to a stressful position. So here's what I do, or what I did. I honestly haven't felt stress in a really, really long time because it's just so ingrained into me now. But when you fall into stress and you recognize you're there and you feel overwhelmed, all you have to do, just one thing, you fall back or forward onto just one thing you can focus on that you can do. That's it. Forget about the millions of different strategies and contradictory information and how things are changing and all of that stuff. All that stuff is important too, but you want to stay focused on whatever it is that you can do, one thing at a time. Just have a I don't care attitude. That's kind of what I do. It's like, I don't care. I'm just going to do one thing at a time, one thing that I can do. It's never, I don't care, so I'm going to throw my hands up in the air and quit. Forget that. That's like the worst thing you could do. So it's, I don't care. There's all these things that I can be doing, and there's contradictory information, and I don't care. I'm going to do this one thing that I can do, and then you do that one thing. That's it. And now a to-do list. So a to-do list is so priceless. I can't say enough about a to-do list. But one of the things that makes it so unbelievably priceless is it can be the singular tool to take away overwhelm. So you've got this to-do list of what you need to do on a daily basis, and you look at the first item on that list and you don't focus on anything else. Forget about what's after that one item. You just focus on that one thing, and when it's done, you return back to the to-do list, you check it off, you go to the next thing and focus on that one thing. Forget about what you just did or what you've still got to do, and you stay focused on that one thing, because anybody and everybody can focus on one thing at a time. That's like the opposite of overwhelm. And before you know it, you do one thing at a time, and the to-do list is complete, and you just wash, rinse, and repeat on a daily basis. And so what about those days where you don't have time to do a full to-do list? That happens. Then you got to prioritize. What are the items that you have to get done every day, no matter what? And maybe it's just a couple things you have time for, so be it. When I got started, about 20 minutes or so a day is what I had. I had to learn how to do a to-do list, focus on one thing at a time so I could be more efficient with that 20 minutes or so, and then prioritize, because I couldn't always do everything I wanted to do, especially with only 20 minutes or so a day. So when you do that and you accept that and you embrace it, it's not like, oh gosh, I can only focus on one thing at a time. No, skip that. It's cool. I get to focus on one thing at a time. You embrace it, and it's like you really don't, you don't care about the things that stress you out. You just don't, because you're focused on one thing at a time, and anybody can do one thing at a time, and anybody can do a little bit of something every day, even if you're brand new and you don't know what you're doing. So hope that helps. If you internalize what I just shared with you, it's going to make all the difference in the world if you're the type of person that gets overwhelmed and stresses out and quits and this and that. And remember, stress, you could eat a squeaky clean, perfect, organic, clean diet, and stress will overpower that diet every time. Same thing with your business. You could be doing everything perfect. You could be rigid, and if you're stressed out and overwhelmed, you're going to kill your business. It'll overpower. So don't stress. Focus one thing at a time.